If there's one thing I love more than hearing myself talk, is hearing celebrities, streamers, anybody that's big in the internet space talk and yap and then get themselves into heated trouble and then complain about it later. You know, I don't actually love that because it's kind of like sad at the same time, but it's actually just entertaining for me to talk about and see and analyze kind of what's going on. I saw some on Twitter and I just thought it would be something funny to react to. It's Valkyrie. I mean, who would have thought? She's like on Twitter every other day, and I like her content. I mean, I'm not a huge Valkyrie watcher, but I've seen her do collabs and stuff. She's entertaining. I've seen her stuff. I like her content. I think she's a good content creator, but then she's always saying not funny things, but things that always get her into drama, which I find hilarious. Obviously it's bad on her end because she's dealing with it, but I just find it hilarious how creators in general are always like, I hate being in drama, and then you say something that's so obviously gonna like tick people off or start a war on the internet, and then you act like you're some type of victim. It sounds bad. I'm not hating on her specifically. I'm just saying this is how the general way all like celebrities and content creators go about social media. They say something that's obviously gonna get clipped and hated on, and then they get mad at it got clipped and hated on, and then they later say that they don't care about it getting, all right man, let's just watch this, bro. What am I talking about?
I've seen my whole when you were in labor, my whole TikTok feed was just women sharing their stories about birth and going through labor, and like there'll be.
First of all, shout out women for going through birth, man. Life is one of the most beautiful things on this earth. Probably creating life is probably the most beautiful thing, you know? Having a baby, having a kid, having multiple kids, raising them, taking good care of them, and letting them live a lavish, not a lavish life, because not everybody's rich, but a very beautiful life with good loving parents. You know, that's what I think is beautiful. Some people, I don't know if she thinks this, but I think having kids is literally one of the best things you could do, whether you're a man or a woman. I don't think there's anything wrong with not having kids, by the way. If you're dead set that you don't want kids, whether you're a guy or a girl, I think that's fine. But I personally, I think it's like the best thing for a guy or girl to do, like creating more life.
Some troll videos of men just like, you know, playing a game while they're like, you know, just funny videos or whatever. And it just like made me just wonder, how did we develop in life where the woman is just enduring all of this pain with periods and giving birth and breastfeeding?
Stop it right there. That's all valid. First of all, if there's people making funny videos like that, that's cool and all. She even laughed at it. She thought it was funny. And right there, I stopped it. She said, why do women have to go through? That's facts. There's so much things that women have to go through. Birth, periods, I don't know, getting a job, dealing with like people, weird dudes, dealing with all this. It's a crazy life. Shout out to women. This is why we love women on my channel. You know, we stand for women. We love and support women, especially mothers, especially women who are aspiring to be great in whatever field they do. So far, there's been nothing controversial. What was I even talking about, right? I said there was gonna be something controversial, something drama baiting. I don't know, maybe I'm dumb.
Enduring all of it, and a man just has to jack off. Like, seriously.
I know.
To be fair, Jeremy, he's a catch. He's a wonderful husband.
I know this is the most like useless thing to commentate about, but like, why are people like this, man? If you didn't catch it there, she basically went through all the struggles of being a woman, how it's of being a woman, how giving birth, periods, doing this, doing that, and then for some odd reason, I can't explain it why creators do this. They want to face backlash. That's literally my only analysis of situations like this, because every creator does this. It's not limited to Valkyrie or like other big creators. Every single one, maybe not the small ones like me because we don't have no clout and nobody cares about us. Anyway, she said something extremely valid, like, damn, women have to deal with all this pregnancy, this, that. And then out of nowhere, for some odd reason, she was like, and men, all they have to do is freaking jerk off. Like, what are we talking about? Why do you have to demean another person? You know you're gonna get hated on for that. Like, what are we talking about there, bro? Like, I don't even care that she said that about dudes. Like, I don't care that she thinks all dudes do is just jay off, because obviously no dude just does that unless you know you're a dweeb loser. That's on the other hand. Like, everybody knows dudes have their own struggles, women have their own struggles, and that's completely fine. You know, we all have our own struggles, but then why do people frame things in a way where they could get hated on? It's like me saying, bro, men always deal with depression, having to go to work, and women, all they get to do is sit at home and take care of the kids. Like, what am I talking about, bro? Like, why are you trying to put down a whole group of individuals for what? To elevate yourself and make yourself feel better? Like, bro, okay, you're a rich millionaire adult woman that can do anything you want in your life. You don't relate to anybody, and that's no disrespect to her, because not being relatable or not having the same problems other people do, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, she worked hard for what she has, and that's completely valid. I just think it's so funny how like these creators seem to bait people, and it works, bro. Look, I'm making a stupid video for no reason right now, talking about unnecessary stuff that actually doesn't matter. Let me tell you this, bro. If you really hate what women go through, then just don't go through through it. Periods, cramps. I'm sure there's something for periods, maybe birth control, but that will mess up your hormones. Pregnancy, you don't have to have a kid. You don't have to go through pregnancy. Like people, you're allowed not to go through pregnancy. But then all these people get it in their head that they need to appeal to Twitter, and then they read Twitter all day long and then get mad and then get depressed and then make more comments and then say that they don't get affected by Twitter, but then repeat the same things that Twitter wants them. It's like, it's crazy. Live your own life, bro. I'm gonna put it like this. Women go through hard stuff. Men go through hard stuff. You don't gotta put down one group to pick up another. If you're a man or a woman, you could be successful in this space. If you're a man or a woman or a rich person or a poor person, your struggles are equally valuable, bro. You know, sometimes you'll come off as unrelatable if you're extremely rich and successful, but that doesn't mean your struggles aren't valid, because they are in a sense, right? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I just try to get off my thoughts because I love hearing myself talk, and talking about like little dumb situations on Twitter is one of my favorite things to do. But yeah, that's basically it, bro. I think creators need to really just stop getting themselves into drama and then say that they don't like getting themselves into drama, because it like, that's obviously what it looks like they're trying to do, get themselves into drama. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with trying to get yourself into drama if you enjoy it. Just don't say you don't enjoy it. It's like, kind of seems like hypocritical. So my final thoughts on this video is basically, if you're gonna say something that you want to be a hot take, or if you're gonna say something at all, don't frame it as a hot take. If you're gonna say something about struggles, don't put down somebody else's struggles. If you're gonna say something about that, you understand, we're all, most of us are adult human beings with an IQ above the average, so we understand how people are gonna take certain words and sentences. But yeah, man, this was one of the most slop videos I've ever made. It literally meant nothing, damn near. I just rambled about nothing, but that was my final thoughts, bro. If you're gonna be a drama baiter, you can't get mad when you bait the drama. And if you don't want to be a drama baiter, you have to use your brain and understand how things can come off and not say things that will get you in drama. Like, you gotta understand how you word things. You could word pretty much anything you say in a correct way without getting into drama. She could have worded what she said about women's struggles. Why do women have to struggle with birth, with this, with periods, with that? I wish we could find a solution. Nobody would have cared if she said that, but then you put down another group of people for what? Like, you're trying to form drama. And then add to that you're rich and famous, so people are obviously gonna critique you more, which is unfair in a sense, but I mean, it happens. We're on the internet. But yeah, man, if you like comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want to hear me yap about more random stuff. I be talking for no reason.